Hello everyone, I'm back from the dead, as you guys can see. Um, Today I'm gonna cover all things Apex. I'm gonna cover things that other YouTubers may possibly haven't covered on Apex before, who knows? And I'm just gonna give a basic rundown. And towards the end of the video, I'm gonna share a little bit of what's been going on with me and go from there. So let's get right into it. So let's talk guns first. We're gonna go under the assault rifles. First category. Flatline, it's a heavy weapon, so it hits hard, but it has a decent amount of recoil, and its iron sight is really bad. I don't know if you could see that there, but it really needs some kind of hollow sight on it to start using it, in my opinion. But it's whatever you choose. The flatline is okay. It doesn't require that many attachments to use, which is good. And then you're not wasting all the time in the world finding what you need. Hemlock is another heavy weapon. It's a 3-round burst, or it could be used in single fire. I've been noticing a lot lately that people using single fire in the Hemlock, and it is pretty annoying. I'm not gonna lie. It's a really good, accurate gun, very reliable. 301 is one of the most overly used, broken guns in the game, but it's also one of the most top reliable guns in the game as well. It's a light assault rifle. It hits considerably good for damage. It could also be shot in single fire mode as well. If you're, like, say if you're a considerable distance away from your target, I would say use it then as your best bet. Havoc it hits like a freaking tank. It really does. Another good reliable assault rifle. As long as you can control the recoil, this gun is just a savage. Like, it really is useful. You don't, honestly, you don't have to have turbocharger on it, which helps up the charge up time for it. You don't have to have turbocharger on it, and because if you're a skilled enough player, you can, like, work around that. It definitely needs some type of hollow sight or like a 2x or something to help, because its iron sight is kind of bad. Well, same goes for most guns in here except for the Hemlock. The Hemlock's iron sight is a good start off, but if you can aim just fine with those iron sights, and yeah, go for it, go in for the kill. But me, as a preference, I need some type of hollow or 2x on guns like the Flatline or the Havoc. That covers the assault rifles. Submachine guns. The alternator, it's something that wouldn't be used throughout the whole match. It's more something that you pick up just for the time being. It's not an entirely bad gun. Unless you're really worried about its slow rate of fire, which I think is good because I've had a ton of headshots with this gun because it shoots slow, and it has a teeny tiny bit of recoil, but it's manageable. It could hit pretty well. Prowler is a fan favorite for some because you put a select fire on it and you just go full hams on somebody. The 99 is one of the other most overly used guns in the game. It shoots wicked fast, like something that had a shot of cocaine and mixed that with steroids. You know? 99, everybody uses it. It's your like go-to gun if you want to get the job done quick kind of thing. Let's go light machine guns. Devotion, it hits really fast. It has a charge up time just like the Havoc, but it's not as bad as the Havoc. If you just like I said about the Havoc and Turbocharger, the Devotion, if you can, it's manageable past without Turbocharger. You don't have to have Turbocharger on to use this gun and work around that charge up time. It's all about timing your shots and assessing the situation. Spitfire, it hits. It's also another tank hitting type of gun. It shoots slow, so it don't ever try to use it in close quarters unless unless you absolutely have to. Like say if it's your only gun on you or you got no ammo left in the other guns, you know, danger close situations type of thing. Let's go on to sniper rifles. Longbow of all the snipers here is my favorite. I'm a sniper main, so I almost always pick these up, and it shoots pretty good for damage. Like it's like 55 per tick, I think it is, and that's like 4 shots in total if somebody's got full body shield and health and stuff. But it's really reliable, and the longbow actually got some very good buffs not too long ago. I think it was like a month ago. They increased the fire rate of it and reduced the idle sway when you are aiming down the sight, etc., etc. And you also have a better mag size for it. G7 Scout, I say, is it's not something I would consider being under the sniper rifle class because I feel it's more of a semi-auto assault rifle. But they have it like this because it hits harder than any of the assault rifles. But anyway, the Scout is really good. I've had some really good headshots with it today. Honestly, it's reliable. As long as you have a good trigger finger and you know you can aim up real good, then yeah, this is your go-to gun. I wouldn't ever put a actual sniper optic on this because I feel since it's like it feels more like a semi-auto rifle, you should have like a 1 times hollow or 2 times, you know, something like that. Nothing more than a 2x4 HCOG with this gun because I feel I mean you can have any attachments on the guns that you guys like, but in my personal preference, I feel this is a gun that would be perfect in close quarter situations because it hits pretty good and it may not shoot as fast as other guns, but as long as you can hit those shots, you can get people down pretty quickly with this. I know that for a fact because I've had another couple instances today. I picked one up when I first dropped down in market. I had a whole other squad there with me. My squad was with me. I picked it up. This first guy I saw, I got him down in 4 shots. And that's really all it took. He even had a level 1 shield on, and I was just amazed because, like I said, this gun is reliable. It's great. Alright, let's go on to the next. Kraber. Kraber, you all know. I don't need to explain about this gun. Everybody knows what the Kraber is like. It does extreme damage. Although, there is one thing I have noticed, and it's that back when this game first came out, and I picked up this gun, I would always get a damage tick of 190 or more, no matter where I hit them in the body or head. It was always 190 or more, nothing less than that. And I feel a couple updates ago or so, they changed the damage of the where you hit the body with the Kraber to 125 maximum, and if you hit the head, it's automatic down. So if you guys are really good at getting those headshots, then that's what you guys need to start aiming for, because the Kraber's damage is not the same anymore. It takes at least 2 shots with the Kraber to down somebody if you're shooting in their anywhere on their body. Triple take, it has slightly more damage than the longbow, and about double that of the scout. That's only if all 3 of the spread shots hit your target. So if you're trying to hit somebody that's like about 100 meters away with this thing, it's probably only like half of those 3 ticks of the shot will hit that target, and it'll only count it towards a small portion. So you always want to put on a precision choke for this triple take. Excuse me. And charge it up. Just charge it up, and you should be fine. It's it isn't. Its rate of fire is like and it's an energy gun, so be wary of that. Sometimes I'm sure you guys know that you can't find energy ammo that easily, so just yeah. All right, shotguns. All right, Eva. It's a simple full auto shotgun. It doesn't hit too hard, but it only takes about 4 or 5 shotgun pellets from the Eva to down somebody if they have no shield. I find it to be reliable sometimes. For a time, like a week or so ago, I used to not ever use it, but then I had a game where I was using a combination of G7 Scout and the Eva, and it worked out really well. I ended up having like 10 or 11 kills that game because of that combo, and this gun is good if I mean, you don't have to have a shotgun bolt on it, because its rate of fire is considerably okay without one, but again, it's your preference, and you know. But yeah, EVA is pretty good shotgun. Mastiff, self-explanatory, like I said, just with the Kraber, everybody knows about the Mastiff. Only drops in the random care packages. Anytime in the match. The Kraber, however, only drops. The latest I've ever seen a Kraber drop in those random care packages is with 9 squads left, so just bear that in mind. But Mastiff, if you can hit all the pellets from all the bullets and pellets from a shotgun from the Mastiff on your target, then it's a good 125 damage right off the bat, just like the Kraber. So it's basically the same damage as the Kraber. Mozambique, this is one of the most overrated, underpowered guns in the game. It does very little damage, even if you're shooting them in the head. I would not ever suggest picking up this gun unless you direly cannot find a gun for a day in your life. You have to have something to pick up to fight with, instead of fighting with nothing and looking like a shame on yourself and stuff. But yeah, don't ever pick this gun up unless a dire emergency too. Peacekeeper, Peacekeeper is the third of the 4 guns I feel is the most overly used weapons in the game. It has crazy amount of damage per shotgun pellet, and there's a lot of times I get so mad over fighting against this gun, because it's just, I can't fathom it. It's like I've even gotten down in 2 hits from this gun with a level 3 shield on and full health, and I just sat there like, what the hell? But this gun, if you ever want to be like a crazy tryhard and you're only worried about getting your stats up, your kills up, this is a gun you use. You just pick this up, get a decent amount of shotgun ammo, and you just have fun. I personally don't use the Peacekeeper too much unless I really need a gun to pick up. Sometimes I'll have a game where I just don't care that much, and I'll use whatever I find on hand. But yeah, Peacekeeper is insanely OP, really broken gun. I myself am hoping that maybe possibly they do a nerf on it a little bit in the future. I doubt it, but one can hope. Alright, pistols. 45 is a pretty reliable pistol. It's fully auto, light pistol. 15 bullets in the clip. It doesn't have that much, it's not that much ammo in the clip if you think about it, but like I said, it's pretty reliable for a close quarters weapon if you really can't find nothing else. I use it a lot sometimes when I'm playing as Wraith because I'm a cosplayer sometimes when I play games, so if I see an image or a video of something that are using a certain thing, I'll go with and start doing that. P20 is the only other gun in the game that's the most overrated and underpowered, just crap gun. You don't ever want to pick this up, just like the Mozambique, unless it's a dire necessity. You don't have nothing else that you found. And you just do what you can because this gun hits so soft. It's like a feather that just briefly grazes your skin. That's how soft it hits. I've never seen a damage tick of it hit more than about 15 or 16, and that's pretty low. I haven't seen any other gun hit lower than that before. 15 is pretty low. Wingman, this is the fourth and final gun that's the most used in the game. It's another gun that hits like an absolute tank, maybe even more than that. It's anywhere in the body, it can hit anywhere from 41 to 45 damage per bullet. No matter what it is, as long as you can get it to hit, because this gun has a crazy amount of kickback when you shoot it. I myself don't use the Wingman too much because I have a problem with that kickback, but other people seem to use it pretty often because they can manage that. I can't. But overall, it's a pretty reliable pistol if you can manage that kickback. It's a 90 damage in the head, so basically double of what you would hit in the body. Noteworthy thing, I'm not sure if everyone knows this yet, but a couple updates ago, just like the longbow, it had a couple of changes to it. Its mag size, regular mag size, decreased by 2, and same goes for all the heavy mags for it. So instead of a level 3 extended heavy on it having 12 bullets, it actually has 10 now. And I like that they did that because the Wingman is just insane for a gun sometimes. But yeah, that's all the guns. Let's go on to Legends. And not to confuse anybody here, but this is, like I said, this video is just a basic rundown of the game for anybody who's first getting into the game, who needs to know a few things, or anybody who has been playing the game a long time and doesn't know something that they really want to know, you know, stuff like that. Let's go into Bloodhound. Bloodhound, he's my main character. Like, he's the most used character I have. I use him almost all the time, along with Caustic and Wraith, sometimes Mirage, but yeah, overall Bloodhound I use just about all the time. Bloodhound is a really good tactical tracker. He's great for when you're trying to kill off other enemy squads, and you want to find where they're heading or where they're at. His ultimate is really awesome because if you're fighting against a Bangalore who likes to use her smoke grenades or smoke launcher, whatever, you could see right through that just by using your tactical or ultimate ability. And That's actually really useful because you can see past that, just knock him down, etc. His tactical, you scan the area in front of you for any potential threats or traps, etc. Has a cooldown time of 30 seconds. But the thing is, people can hear you use it and they can see you do the scan. So just be careful. Gibraltar, I barely, like seriously barely ever played Gibraltar. It's not that I don't like, I mean, I can't say I don't like playing as him, but I don't find any appeal in playing as him. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I don't know. But Gibraltar, he's a full-on tank guy. He throws down a shield to back up his allies if they need to recover inside or if they need to get revived. And he could also put down a artillery barrage outside that dome so that nobody can come near and they take a bunch of damage, etc. Lifeline's the main medic of the game. She does everything she can to help out her team, give them great loot from her ultimate for that supply care package. Pathfinder is the grapple guy. He loves grappling onto high areas and placing down zip lines to get to a different area quicker with their teammates. Octane is the new legend from Season 1. He's a pure high-speed daredevil, just like the name implies. He's all about speed, and sometimes flanking if you're into that. Mirage is all about decoys and holograms to fake out the enemy into thinking you're going one way, but you're actually going another way. Caustic is just a big trap guy. He loves placing down toxic traps and making people take a lot of damage in his Nox gas. Bangalore is just a full-on tactical soldier. She loves using that smoke launcher a lot, so you could just place that down to escape if you're getting shot at, or if you want to grab a teammate. Her ultimate is that what's it called? That Rolling Thunder. I do want to mention one little important thing about that Rolling Thunder ultimate of hers. I don't know if a lot of people realize this, but in my opinion, I feel it's not very reliable as a ultimate because it's pretty easy to dodge her ultimate. Like, most of the time, if I see that it's placed down somewhere, I either see where the person who placed it down, I end up running towards them because their ultimate's not going to be past where they were when they threw it down, or another quick way, I run to the side. Because when they throw it down, there's not that many rockets running to the side to get out of the way. But if you run just straight forward, you're gonna go down pretty quickly. I just feel it's a pretty useless ultimate because people dodge her barrage pretty quickly, and people know and see where all the artillery rockets are on the field and stuff. So if you want to get damage done with it, it's not, or like flank or do something, it's not very reliable. And finally, Wraith. Wraith is, I'm gonna put it plainly, and excuse my French, but Wraith is just the pussy play, because I feel she's not good for anything but running away and avoiding gunfire. Because the only thing I could say that that's really useful is her passive skill that warns you when danger's close to you. But everything else, it's people mostly use her to run away with, and it's really annoying sometimes. If you like avoiding gunfire and not getting into a lot of fights with people, then this is the character for you. But me personally, I mostly use well, I use Bloodhound almost all the time, and whenever I get bored of him, I either am going on Wraith, Lifeline, Caustic, or Mirage. I love Mirage. Mirage, I think, is pretty cool with his, uh, you know, cocky, famous, hey, look at me attitude. I love Caustic because I feel he's a very good, strategic trapper. You place down all those traps inside a building, and they're just think about that, you know? That and that's another thing about Caustic I forgot to mention. Some people don't know, or I think they might not know, that Caustic his only weakness is open spaces. So whenever you're playing as him, always try to make sure that when you're going through an open space, you want to go to a building as quick as you can after that when you're done looting wherever you are in that open space. Because his traps are basically rendered useless in that open area. I play Lifeline a lot because I'm a great support player. I love helping out my team. I love getting good loot together for my team. I love getting them up, reviving them, giving them health back, and etc. And that's mostly because I've played other MMO or RPG games where I'm playing as a healer, and I love just helping out my team, making sure they're all staying alive, etc. But yeah, that covers all the legends. I've been maxed out on the Battle Pass past couple weeks now, and some of the rewards were pretty cool. Especially, my most favorite reward had to be this legendary Apex pack, which guaranteed a legendary item no matter what. And it's not like you get that just out of nowhere. I mean, I'm happy I got this when I did. It actually gave me something decent. Battle Pass Premium is worth it in a sense, because if you don't have Premium, you can't get this legendary guaranteed Apex pack. So, if you guys really want some pretty cool rewards, I'd say get that Battle Pass Premium and level up as much as you can. Keep playing like 5 to 10 matches a day, level this up, and make sure to grab some friends, because you gain all that much more experience on your Battle Pass level if you're playing with friends. The people that created this game highly encourage you to have pre-made squads and playing with friends. They really don't want you to play by yourself. So grab some people who you think might play it, and yeah. Another noteworthy thing about how I play, let's go back into guns really quick. I use assault rifles a little bit too much on most of the games I play, and I'm getting tired of it. I feel assault rifles and just about any first-person shooter game are just the most overused weapon type in any game because of how reliable they are, and I'm trying to get rid of that habit. I'm more of a sniper person. I love doing crazy amounts of damage with one little precision shot. So, and I mean, I'll use anything in here except for assault rifles. Like I said, I've been using them a little bit too much. Most of the time while I'm sniping, I either usually have the 45, or I have on the Prowler if I got a select fire on it, or a 99. And occasionally I'll have the Devotion or Spitfire with me if I feel like I want to go heavy that game. But I'm almost always having a sniper rifle on me if I can, because I'm a huge sniper girl, so that's just what I do. I have a bunch of different legendary items that I'm sure you guys have already seen throughout this video, and I've gotten pretty lucky with a lot of the packs. Like every time I buy at least just 20 packs, I get anywhere from 2 to 4 legendary items within that 20 packs. I mean, it depends. It's different with everybody for the packs. Like I said, I've been getting very lucky with them. Um, I've realized, here's another no-worry thing for everyone. The packs, the most rarest items in the packs are, that kunai knife that I've seen some YouTubers have. That's cosmetic for Wraith, which is your little cosmetic melee knife. It doesn't do any higher damage than a regular punch. It's just a cosmetic. That kunai knife is the rarest of the rare. It's nothing else is rarer than that. But the second rarest item in the game for the packs would have to be these finishers. I have yet to actually get a finisher from the packs. All the legendary finishers I already have, I've saved up for with crafting materials. And that's another thing. Crafting materials, I feel are a very must. If you want to get all your legendary items together another way besides those packs, just keep saving up your tokens. I know 1,200 crafting materials is a lot to get your legendary item, but it doesn't take that many packs to get up to 1,200 crafting materials. Sometimes you could even get lucky like me, where I've even had a 30 pack opening where I've had a legendary drop of 600 crafting materials twice within those 30 packs. And like I said, the packs are all about luck, so it's all dependent on what you get. But like I also said, you could get lucky and you could get a legendary pack of crafting materials, and you'll be just that much quicker. But legendary amount of crafting materials is 600. Epic you get 200, rare you get 30, and common you get 15. Legend tokens you just simply get 600 per level up, and they're mostly used to buy a new legend to unlock, or say you got a legendary skin you already own, you could use that to get another variant of that skin in the store. Same thing goes for one of the legend skins, you can get a variant for it. Right now, these are the newest items in the store that are available. These two items right here are event exclusive. They just came in today. That looks really cool. Goldmine Gremlin. Alright, yeah, these two, they just came in now, I'm assuming, because they weren't there a few hours ago. Same with this one just came in. I might try to get this one later on, I don't know. But, the store is pretty self-explanatory, just every once every 7 days they'll change the items that are in the store, unless it's the event items like these. They're every 3 days or 2 days because of the legendary hunt event that's going on right now. So if you don't get them while they're hot, then you're tough out of luck. I did hear there was mention that those skins from the event may or may not pop up on a much later date in the future, this year. So yeah. But stuff like these two things right here, they changes every once a week or 7 days, whatever. And as far as I've noticed, if you don't have the skin for these weapons when they're there, or if it's a skin for a legend, and you can't get them at that time, that whole week, honestly, I haven't seen any of the previous stuff that I've seen in the store here for those skins pop up ever again. So I strongly suggest if you really want these skins, you get them before those 7 days are up, because like I said, I really haven't seen any of these things pop up twice. They pop up once and that's it. Um, so now that I've explained a little bit about the game, I'm gonna give you a rundown of what's been going on with me, and then I'm gonna give you one quick game of Apex to see to help you to show you guys a little bit on how I play. It might or might not go good or bad. I mean, who knows? It's always different because I'm not a real good pro at this game. I'm not gonna lie. I've had some really great games, and then I've also had some really crappy games. So just bear with me. But as far as what's been going on, past a couple months, I've shut down from doing my videos because so much of my past came back to haunt me, and it still is kind of haunting me. I mean, just today I found out that one of my ex-girlfriends was harassing me again, even though a long time ago we agreed that we'd go our own ways and just live our lives out and not have any contact whatsoever again. But, you know, some exes out there are just really crazy. I've had a lot going on my mind, and as far as my transition goes, it's been going really well. Like, I don't know, my life right now is just really controversial and in between, because my transition has been going really well. It's still going the direction I want it to go, but at the same time, I'm so conflicted with my past coming back that it's kind of bringing me down, and I'm just trying my best to keep a good smile on and just keep moving forward. I try my best not to think about all the things that are really trying to push through that wall. I'm making sure that they stay down deep in my heart, because I'm not gonna lie, there's so many things I wish I could forget. But there's an old saying that I remember seeing on a TV show once, and that's the more that you try to forget something in your mind is the stronger that memory becomes. Because we subconsciously forget things that we don't try to remember. So, if you try forgetting something, technically you're actually trying to remember it. So, and that's another problem I've been having. I've been trying to forget all these things when I would have more of a chance distracting myself from all this stuff than trying to forget and waste my time. A few days ago, I had a couple bad looks from some girls when I was out in the store. Going out, I had to get a few things for the house. I didn't like it too much, but I just let it go. But today, however, I went to go cheer my mom on because she was doing the Spartan race. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like a really huge event that tests um, how strong you are as a person, how much you can endure, how much you can do with yourself as far as like exercises and other things go. But yeah, I did that, and then after I was going home, I had to stop at the gas station to go to the bathroom. And as I walked out of the bathroom, the lady at the counter commented how much she was jealous of my red-colored hair. Like she loved that mine was curly, but she realized she had curly hair too. But then she said she really wished she had red hair, and I was like, wow. I mean, thanks. So I was really happy about that compliment tonight. That brought my spirits up. Overall, like I said, I'm so in between right now. I it's been a tough couple weeks. I'm not gonna lie. So that's why I'm gonna hopefully set up a meeting with my old therapist Justine again, and have her and talk to her about all these things that have been happening. I'm still pretty hurt from losing my last physical close friend, John, on my birthday this year, and a bunch of other things in my past. So yeah, guys, it's like I said, overall it's just been rough. I've just been trying to get by. So let's end it here with one little quick match, and let me know what you guys think. I'm sorry if this video might be a little bit too long for certain people. I just wanted to cover everything I could. And I'll see you guys on the next video. I don't know when I'll make another one, but just bear with me for all the people on my channel watching this. Love you guys, and see you later. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Fly fighter, the end is decided. Trust it.
You and me, friend.
Prepared and ready. This is your champion. Here we go. Ready up. Enemy down.
Reloading.
Enemy taken out. Attention. First blood.
Well done, friends. First blood.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown. Body shield here. Level 2.
Thanks.
Hostile close.
Barrel stabilizer here.
Marking us
Hostile
now.
close.
Reloading.
Good looking out.
Reloading. Taking a moment to recharge my shields. I need health.
Medkit here.
I could use that. Thank you. Healing my
Gotta hop up here. Select fire. Let's go this way.
Copy that. I am
Gotta hop. Cancel that. Snipe. Gotta hop up here. Choke.
Ibs.
Attention. New kill leader. Watch for them.
Thanks. Someone's been here.
Let's explore this way. Target spotted.
Survey beacon over there. The enemy. Reloading. Contact with target. I downed him.
Throwing Arc Star. I am taking fire. Target spotted. Grappling.
Recharging my shields.
Contact with target.
Heads up.
Contact
Taking
with
a
enemy.
moment to heal.
Enemy down. Contact with target. Listen, let's move here.
Reloading.
Contact with target. Let's go this way.
Reloading. Reloading.
You tried, and that's all that matters. Also winning.